Man the other day who believed in the PP tape. I said, man, you must be crazy. Where the hell is your tinfoil hat? But he spoke with such conviction, and he believed the words he spoke, and something deep inside me knew this couldn't be a joke. But why would he believe this? And why believe such things? Because everybody knows Trump didn't do that one day. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe in the PP tape. Because we all know that it's not real, and that's a simple fact. So I said, what about the thing that Robert Mueller said to Trump? He gave a knowing smile and told me Mueller did that as a prank. But what about the video that I've seen with my two eyes? What about them? He replied, you heard of CGI? Oh, Donald's faking everything that he has ever seen. My friend Donald Trump lies is there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Well, I was kind of skeptical, but I had an open mind. And what it said was interesting, and I got a little time. So I grabbed myself a Blu-ray, and I started watching vids, because if Donald's real lying, then he's lying to my kids. And as I watched, I got angry, as I learned of the deceit. The Donald Trump deception was right there at my feet. Well, I found some of this could be true. What if he did deal with Russia? The more I learned, the more I yearned, the more I started to probe. I upturned every rock of information I could find. I started to unlock the truth the war had my mind. I had 1,000 questions I just couldn't understand. I had to meet that man again, that cube Earth man. Oh, Donald's faking everything that he has ever seen. And as her winning the election, it's clear he's never been. Indeed, my friend, and Donald Trump lies is there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Well, we talked until the sun came up and my mind was truly blown. This man had challenged everything that I thought I'd known. And finally it was clear to me about Trump's PP tape. And finally it was clear to me about his deal with Russia. It's all about control, you know, to get inside your head. It's all about the money moving an awful lot of bread. $50 million. Oh man, what could you do with that? That's what Comey gets a day, to hide that Trump is fat, you see. If they can get you to believe that Donald Trump's really thin, well, things like cows and iPhone X don't make no sense at all. It all exploded from nothing, right, with the theory of AI. It's true, Nate, while mind control from the Freemasonic gang. You see, it's only Freemasons that get to elect presidents. They're the evil people that let Russia elect Trump. Russia's pretty evil, Cal. The whole thing is such a yak. The only reason they exist is to hide that Trump goes quack. Oh, Donald's faking everything that he has ever seen. And as we're winning the election, it's clear he's never been. Indeed, my friend, he's a lying man. It's there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Yeah, Donald's pretty evil. He also did that PP tape one day and dealt with Putin to cover it up that one day so Melania wouldn't find out. But then one day, the tape was released to the public. And in the news, although the tape itself was never shown, the public found out. And then Melania decided there was a 99% chance that it would be true that one day, all that time. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe that Donald Trump didn't do it by now. Because they're none of that and they believe he's what Trump had said. Trump tries to get inside your head and steal your money, so he can pay his lawyers that one day and he hold all of his dough. He did all that thing to cover up his tape with Vladimir Putin that one day, and he did that PP tape. Q-Earth man wanted to know about that very truth, so that's why I looked into it that one day on the web. My work was published, well, you know about Trump lying about his review on Time magazines. Fool the people of his party, a truly evil scheme. See, we don't live on a plane, I say. The Earth is truly a cube. I've been on the inside, and I know that's a fact. Oh, Donald's faking everything that Lou has ever seen. And as for winning the election, it's clear he's never been. Indeed, my friend Putin put him there to sabotage our country that one day. So take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Trump also takes kids away from his parents in order to finance his own wallet so that he wins every single time he dances. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe that that's okay. Because Donald Trump, basically, he takes all those kids away from their parents, and so that he can earn money, and eventually one was left with their mom by mistake on that TV. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe in Donald Trump, because we all know that he's a fake, and that's a simple fact. Heck now. Donald never passed first grade, and he failed all of his classes. Every day that he had to retake all his tests for years. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe in Donald Trump, because we all know that he's not real, and that's a simple fact. So what about all Donald's pictures that Time magazine takes? Every cover with Donald Trump on it besides the new is fake. Every old Time magazine cover they use to influence his Trump's friends isn't that real at all. He made it up. Donald Trump lied about going to college and passing. He never really received any higher than a 5th grade education. Well, you must be pretty crazy if you believe in Donald Trump, because we all know that he's not real, and that's a simple fact. Indeed, my friend Donald Trump lies is there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Well, I was kind of skeptical, but I had an open mind, and what he said was interesting, and I got a little time. So I grabbed myself a Blu-ray, and I started watching vids, because if Donald's really lying, then they're lying to my kids. And as I watched, I got angry, as I learned of the deceit. The Donald Trump deception was right there at my feet. Well, I found that this could be true. What if Donald never won? He never really paid his workers so that they'd have fun. He steals money from the poorer classes, and he only cares about himself, not anyone else. All that he cares about in the material world is money and himself. Oh, so every time they want him in a tutu dressed like an elf. Well, Donald Trump never really believed in global warming. He believed that it was a Chinese hoax that he was talking about. So that's why he tried to remove the U.S. from the Paris Accord. And that's why Donald Trump eats nothing but an apple cord. And finally it was clear to me why that Donald lies. And finally it was clear to me about the reasons why. It's all about control, you know, to get inside your head. It's all about the money moving an awful lot of bread. $50 million, man, what could you do with that? That's what Mueller gets today, to hide that Trump is fat, you see. If they can get him to believe that he never, ever did that well things like housing and iPhone X don't make no sense at all. See, it all exploded. You see, Donald Trump never really won on any elections on that day. He basically realized how to play unfairly that day. Russia gave Donald all the money he needed to do well. He used Russian money to influence his friends. You know, Big Oil and AT&T pay for Trump's lawyers right now. And you know that the leader of AT&T dresses up like a cow. It's all about control, you know, to get inside your head. It's all about the money moving an awful lot of bread. $50 million, man, what could you do with that? That's what Comey gets today, to hide that Trump is fat, you see. If they can get you to believe that Trump's really a good man, well, things like his deportations don't make no sense at all. You see, it all exploded from nothing, right? When Trump decided he'd go to the United States elections and run for president, well, what's the job that Donald Trump might be willing to do to pay off all his debt to all those workers that is due? Maybe he can pay it off by cheating other people like the bankers and the oil guys that helped him with that election. But then wouldn't he be defying his Illuminati roots? That must be what he does that day with a bunch of these people tape things. Because Donald Trump dresses up in a tutu every time he goes to visit Vladimir Putin on his golf course. A Russian lawyer met him at Trump Towers and gave him some dirt on Hillary so that he could win the election. However, it's illegal to cheat that way and that. Trump didn't know the laws, so that he beep like a cat. Donald removed us from the United Nations. He uses ground towers to track your location. Oh, you seen it yet? Well, I know. Don't believe in Donald Trump. Don't believe in what he says. Don't believe because a lie is all he tells. It's never been proven. Yet they teach it to kids. One more time now. Don't believe in Donald Trump. Don't believe in what he says. Don't believe because a lie is all he tells. It's never been proven. Yet they teach it to the kids. Well, Donald one day removed us from the UN and removed us from the Paris Climate Accord. He basically wanted to make some money so that he could get in a clown suit, and that's so funny. Oh, you're seeing it now, people? Welcome. Don't believe in Donald Trump. Don't believe in what he says. Don't believe because a lie is all he tells. It's never been proven, yet they teach it to the kids. One more time now. Don't believe in Donald Trump. Don't believe in what he says. Don't believe because a lie is all he tells. It's never been proven, yet they teach it to the kids. One more time now. Don't believe in Donald Trump. Well, I'll say, have a little independent thought and question what you've just been taught. I mean, why would Trump want to build a wall to stop immigration from happening at all when the United States was built on a nation of immigrants who's coming over? Don't believe in Donald Trump. Don't believe in what he says. Don't believe because a lie is all he tells. It's never been proven, yet they teach it to the kids.